Do that. I did watch a new film in the cinema.
Ooh.
Devil Wears Prada 2 with Anna Hathaway and is it Meryl Streep and
Yeah.
is it Stanley Tucci or is it Stanek Tucci? I don't know how to say his name. Stanley Tucci.
What? He sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, the bald guy. Yes.
The bold guy, yeah. Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
Have you seen the first one, the original one?
I did rewatch it before I saw that one. The first one is actually pretty good. You know, it's a pretty good movie for what it is. It's very of its time, you know. Like, you watch that first one, you're like, damn, we are in 2006 right here, you know. Like, it's very of its time.
Does the sequel hold up?
In my opinion, I don't think the sequel is as good as the first one. But that's just me, you know. That's just me.
Okay.
I think the second one, the first movie feels like a movie, you know. It's a movie that feels like it has a start to middle and end. You know, it's this character who's like an underdog and she rises up to be the best of the best, you know. The second one, it's very strange because it's very, it almost feels pessimistic in a way. It's very, it's a little bit, I wouldn't say it's serious, but it's almost, what's the word?
Like a parody of itself?
No, not a parody, but it feels more like it's true to real. It feels more realistic. That's the word, you know, where things aren't
like a documentary.
Not like a documentary. I don't know how to say it, but it's like because the movie is set in nowadays, and in the first movie, you know, like how the fashion industry was, people buying physical magazines and all that. Now in the modern age, people are online, and the fashion, you know, like magazines are like, you know, they're out now. No one buys magazines anymore. So it's watching these characters sort of like realizing that, damn, I'm not relevant anymore. Like, is this industry even like still a thing anymore? Do people care about it? And you start seeing these characters start to have these like realizations that, damn, like I spent all my life doing this thing and now it's sort of going out because of AI and, you know, technology is advancing. It's kind of like that, where it feels a little bit dreary, you know. The first movie feels very like fun, and it's like you're watching these characters just do their thing, and in this one it's very much like, damn, like it feels a little bit like almost sad, but it's not sad at the same time, you know. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's...
Is it made by the same director?
Let me have a look. I'm not too sure. The Devil Wears Prada. 2006. It was directed by David Frankel. And then the second one was made... Oh, 2026. Yeah, David Frankel, the same guy. It's the same people.
Okay.
I feel like the sequel is a more mature version of the first one. You know, it feels more grown up than what the first one was, where it feels more realistic, you know. It doesn't really... I don't know how to explain it. It didn't even feel like a movie to me. Like, excluding all of the subtext of the movie, it felt more like an extended episode of a TV show, if that makes sense, you know.
Sort of like My Hero's final episode, added onto season 7. Like
Yeah, kind of. It feels more like it feels like an add-on. It didn't feel like a movie. Maybe I was not in the right mood watching it. Maybe it feels like one of those films where in a couple of years when I rewatch it, I might like it a little bit more. You know. I feel like I might have to rewatch this film again sometime in the future, you know, to really like get it. But I wasn't as entertained by this one as the first one. The first one just had all the right stuff in it, you know. But this one was like, I could have done without it. But I do like the messaging of the movie and talking about like art and, you know, the uprising in AI and how AI could eventually take people's jobs, you know.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So it delves into
It,
that.
it delves into that. I
Cool.
like that aspect of it, and I kind of wish the whole film was like that, but they were kind of like, you know, it was very wishy-washy in what it was trying to do. Like, it'd be that, but then you'd have a whole like 2-3 minute sequence of these characters just walking like they're in like a, I mean, it is a movie, but like you just have like these long sequences of characters walking like really badassly, you know, if that makes sense. Like for
Yeah,
example, there's
I
a
think I
shot
do,
where
yeah.
they go into like a photo shoot, and they're just walking, and it's just I don't know how to explain it, but it's very it feels like an advert essentially, like a commercial. Like, you want to get into fashion, then come here. If the whole film feels like that, you know.
Okay.
But that's kind of my weird review of it, essentially.
Would you recommend it?
I
For people who
recommend the
haven't
first
seen the
one.
original?
I recommend the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fun movie. And this one, if you like these characters, then yeah, I'd say check it out, you know, for what it
Fair
is.
enough.
Yeah. But yeah, that is Devil Wears Prada. Cool. Shall we just jump into My Hero?
Yeah, dude, let's do it, man.
Right, so this is the true finale of My Hero. This is the final chapter. So what you saw in the finale that came out in December, I think, that was the second to last chapter. This is the real final chapter that really came out in the manga volume. So what you're seeing is the end of My Hero Academia, you know. It's pretty much the characters where they are now and who was ranked where and, you know, what's happening with people, you know. So what did you think of the episode overall, the My Hero Academia more episode finale, the true ending, the final ending?
I'm going to be honest with you. I felt weird watching
felt
it
weird?
now because I've already said like goodbye to these characters months ago, and then seeing this now out of nowhere, you messaged me saying, "Hey, this final episode is out on Crunchyroll." I'm like, "Oh crap! I didn't really have much time to prepare to watch it." And then I don't know, it just felt weird. It's like these are the same characters, I know that, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like those characters that I remember because everyone's just completely moved on in their lives, and they feel kind of separated, but they don't feel separated. And then you see Deku just in the baby seat in the back of the car. It was weird vibe, man. I can't lie, it was weird, but at the same time, I did like it. Just there was just so much going on, and also there's some of the character designs, like Miro's. What's going on? That's like a One Piece time skip type of character design, and not like his hairstyle.
You mean the new number one hero, Miro?
The new number one hero, yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting, weird, and I wish we got this sooner than we did.
Yeah, I don't understand the studio releasing this super late. You know, that's a very odd choice. I thought this was going to be like an hour special, almost like a special TV movie, but it's like a normal episode run, you know. I don't
I think
understand it. I have a theory, but
yeah,
yeah.
go on.
I think my theory is that they are promoting this episode for the Blu-ray that's coming out in a couple of weeks, because they're releasing this episode along with the final episodes in the Blu-ray, so I don't know, like maybe they wanted to wait until the Blu-ray release comes out so that people can be like, oh, My Hero Academia is on my mind, let me buy that Blu-ray, you know?
That makes sense.
That's kind of
Yeah,
my,
that makes sense.
you know, because literally, in terms of art and animation, there's nothing that required this amount of time for it to be released so late, so maybe they already done, you know, finished it, but they're just waiting, you know, until this time to release it, you know.
That's true, because in one of the shots there was a PNG image just moving forward.
Yeah,
That was like very early on in the episode.
yeah, it was.
That just wow, okay. That we're doing what's it called? Invincible stuff.
Oh gosh, Invincible.
and One Punch Man season 3. But that was the only PNG image thing that stuck out. I do find it weird. Like, of all the scenes that we've seen, the only one that had more time than the others is the peach stuff, the peachy keen stuff on the tree, and then they're trying to like shoot. That's weird. Why are we spending so much time here?
I think
anywhere else.
It's to show us, oh, this is, Mirio. He's the new number one hero. I mean, he didn't really have much to do in the final season, so it's probably their way of reminding the viewers that, hey, this guy's number one. He's fun. And maybe it's to tease the upcoming OVA they're going to do with Eri later on.
Is another OVA? We're not done?
So... yeah, so I don't know when they're going to release it. So the author, after the manga ended, wrote like a one-shot OVA. And let me just see if I can find some more information on it. And it does appear to focus on Eri.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, because Mirio is close to Eri, I'm thinking that he's going to, be in this one-shot special OVA. So maybe that's why they were focusing more on him,
Possibly, I guess. That kind of makes sense. But it wasn't him doing anything special, it was just him shaking his bottom in a tree, It's like, why does it have to be that?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. The episode was fine. It was fine. I'll be honest, I did want more in the Deku and Ochaku stuff. I thought they were gonna, the way the fandom talk about them, like I thought there was gonna be more, But it was just like, hey, Ochaku, I'm here.
Like a handshake.
Just that,
gonna end on a handshake. That was weird.
Yeah.
But I do feel like this is a better end than the actual end that we got.
This is meant to be the end. This is the final chapter in the manga. So
yeah.
This is the end. Yeah.
I would have been much happier if we had that then.
Yeah.
Because I did feel I was left unsatisfied watching the so-called season 7 ending.
They should have combined this episode with the other episode, like as a whole episode.
Yeah.
It feels weird watching it in parts. I'm starting to understand why, some fans were very angry with MAPPA splitting the final season of AOT into multiple parts, because now I'm like, okay, I kind of get it, you kind of, it's like the rush of MHA is already over, but now you're getting it back, but it's only a 20-minute episode, and it's now like, okay, we're back, and now we're over. It's cool. I mean, Todoroki looks the most different out of anyone. He's huge in this OVA. But yeah,
also the girl that can create stuff.
Momo Yamamo.
Yeah, she's covered up. She's different.
It's weird that they covered her. I don't want to get into the whole thing, but it's interesting how she's covered up as an adult, but as a teenager, it was all out for the world to see. It's interesting, I wonder if there's some hidden meaning behind all of this, but who knows? It's all a mystery. It's just weird that they did that, but I didn't really think much of that. I just was like, okay, they all look grown up, they all look older, but they're all kind of the same. I do disagree with you being like they don't feel in character. They all do feel in character, to how I remember. Bakugo was still a hothead. Deku was still this nice guy, and sadly, he's finishing last. What they always say: nice guys finish last, and Deku. Everyone is. It feels like Deku. He's in the back seat
of a booster seat.
Even Bakugo tells him that he needs to try and be a bit more confident and to not sell himself short. So it's all interesting stuff. But I'll be honest, I don't have much to say on the episode. I'm just happy Endeavor wasn't in it, because I can't stand that guy. So I'm glad he wasn't in it. It would have ruined my mood.
they had all the original like old heroes lined up, but Endeavor wasn't there. Is he
Yeah.
retired?
I f- isn't he like in a wheelchair now?
Oh, is that a permanent thing?
I think so, because when they were going to see Dabby, he was in that wheelchair. I think he's retired.
He's not permanently in the wheelchair, is he?
I don't know, but he was in that wheelchair, so I'm just assuming that.
Yeah, but that was just recent.
Yeah,
That's like a more recent aftermath thing, you know. I didn't, that wasn't like a year time skip.
yeah. I will say the biggest surprise of the episode, Bakugo being ranked at number 15. Very surprising.
Well, initially it was rank 4, right?
He was 4, but
And
he
then-
dropped to 15. I'm like, oh, okay. But then when you think about
Which
it, it does
kinda
make
makes
sense because
sense.
he's
Makes
not a
sense.
likable guy, you know. So it kind of reveals that the heroes are ranked on their likability more than their strength in this new era. Because I always thought that the heroes were ranked on their power. Like All Might being this powerful dude and Endeavor is at number 2. But because, people didn't really like Endeavor. But
Yeah,
he
I
was
guess
number 2.
that system's changed. In a way,
It's
then,
like
yeah,
they're
'cause-
changing it, you know?
Yeah. So it definitely was based on power.
Yeah. I mean, Mirio
Now it
is
is,
strong,
like,
but is he as powerful as Todoroki?
Nah.
Like, Todoroki
way.
went toe-to-toe with Dabi twice, you know? Like,
Yeah.
and is he as strong as Bakugo? Bakugo was number 4. You know, he's the guy who defeated All for One, you know? You would think that... even though he's ranked at number 15 now, like, number 4, like, that's a bit low for Bakugo. I would have assumed he was at number 2, you know? But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's when I meant like the characters felt different. They're not in that high school setting anymore, so it does feel out of character for them being out of that
Oh, I
setting,
see. Yeah.
and they're seeing them. You know, it's a nice change of scenery, but it's not enough for like 20 minutes. I wish we got more. than
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Went by so fast.
It was so quick. But yeah, I mean, it is the epilogue, so, I mean, what more could they say?
An epilogue that should have been with season 7, you know, not
Yeah.
like a couple of months later.
But
But
yeah,
I'm happy it's here. I'm happy I finally got to see the real quote unquote end.
yeah. So now My
I'm
Hero
okay with it.
Academia is finally truly over. Where would you rank
Truly
this
over.
series on your favorite, like your top 5 now? Or your
Let me
top
find
10?
my top 10 anime list.
I mean, yeah, like where would you rank that? Because it's like how many shows have completed in the past 5 years? It's like the 4th one, the 4th major series to be over, or maybe it's the
It's
3rd.
funny because my top 10 list always like shuffles around, but the number 1 spot is always the same.
My top 5 list is always going to be the same. I don't think it will ever change. It could change depending on where One Piece ends up, you know, with Elbaf and the final chapters. But I feel like my top 5 list is the same.
So I think My Hero was number 6 on my top 10 list. And
Okay.
I think it might move up to top 5. Because when we did this top 10 list of My Hero, this was without season 7.
hmm
And now that I have witnessed season 7, I am going to put it in my top 5.
So what number was it you said?
So it's number 5 now. On my top 10 anime list.
Wow. That's literally where I have it. Number 5.
Yeah, I think it's
wow.
the right one.
It's yeah. It was originally Neon Genesis Evangelion, but after rewatching that show, I think I ranked it a little bit lower now. It's now number 6. You know.
Wait, where did you put it originally?
Originally Neon Genesis was number 5 on my top 5 list.
Oh, so you had it too high, and then
Yeah.
now you're like
Now that
lowering
I've seen it again, I still like it, but I just don't understand some of the nerve stuff, you know.
it. Yeah, some of the writing stuff is
All
weird.
that nerve stuff is it kind of bothers me a little bit that I'm not getting it. I feel like it's better explained in the original show than in the movies. The movies confuse the whole nerve thing even more, you know.
And we didn't get a lot of nerve scenes anyway. It was like 10
Yeah.
minutes of like an hour long stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, what are we doing? What was the point of any of
I still
this?
don't understand, like, I get that Shinji, Asuka, Rei, Masato, you know, their whole mission was to fight the angels and to stop a third impact from happening because a third impact would destroy the world. That makes sense to me. But I don't understand the human instrumentality project and why that was needed. Like they seem to be against it, but then at the same time Shinji accepted it. I just didn't get that, you know, because it
Yeah, that
seemed
actually doesn't make any sense.
because
that
like
we don't
if you
do
think
it,
about
yeah.
it, Mr. Akari, he's like the leader of Nerve, and he's like Shinji, Asuka, Rei, I want you to take out the angels to prevent a third impact from happening. But then
Akari's
same
motivation
time,
for the
yeah,
mentality project makes sense from his standpoint because he wants to be back with
I
Yui,
get that,
which is
yeah.
well, that makes sense. Why Shinji wants to do it doesn't make any sense.
I just because it felt like in the final episode they were trying to stop the human instrumentality project because it seemed like that would start the third impact. Like,
Because in the TV series, Rei
Yeah.
chose Shinji instead of Akari, right?
yeah,
So and then it was forced upon Shinji to like, you know, to make decisions for the world and where the world would, like head towards, and then ended up backfiring because it ended up with him and Asuka. He got the bad ending essentially.
yeah,
But for the rebuild series, you need that prior knowledge to know that they had the bad ending. And then Shinji is working on meta information to like get good endings for everyone and himself, which is weird. That is that stuff is just over my head.
yeah. I mean, I think I loved the series up until like episode 20, and then when the other pilot came in, I was very confused, and I just
It went
fell off
downhill
it.
when he showed up. Yeah,
Yeah.
Why is he even here in the first place, dude?
I know.
Why does he need to be piloting these other parties? An angel, dude. He doesn't need any of that stuff. It's confusing.
So
But I will say
yeah,
the art style, the art is the best for that. Again, what is it like? Cell shading animation.
yeah,
It's
cell
like the
shading.
best I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean that's why people
Easy.
love it so much. It is really for the aesthetic of it, you know.
Yeah,
I'm just
100%.
very amazed by like the mecha fights. I just can't understand how they animated it. Like all that to detail, and you know, it's all 2D, it's all hand drawn. You know, I'm very impressed by that.
Oh, and then those scenes where Shinji's Eva would like go animalistic and start moving around in this weird motion. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so good. That's amazing.
Yep.
And I thought we'd get more of that, but we don't.
No, we don't.
It's like, okay, we just instead of going right, we go left.
Yep.
It's like, okay.
Pretty much. Sort of right, we go left. But yeah, DULAJ says Izuku and Ochako Uraraka are the best couple. Are they the best couple in MHA, do you think? Out of all of them?
No. Izuku and what's that name?
You mean Kart-chan?
Yeah, they had more scenes together, so they're the best couple.
They're the best couple. I don't really. I like Izuku and Ochako. I think they're adorable.
They just high-fived each other, dude.
But yeah, I did want more from that. You know, I don't
Oh,
want
in
to
the
spoil.
smooch.
I was gonna spoil like another anime, but you haven't seen it. Another shonen.
Oh, okay.
It's another one of the big ones. But I feel like that
Oh,
show,
Bleach. Big ones.
Bleach.
Bleach.
Okay, well now you've already said it.
Oh.
But I feel like that show does a better job at showing more with the romance, even though it's not in its face. It does a bit more with that. You
How
know.
about Naruto? Because Naruto just goes for all in. Yeah, you two get married now. Naruto and
God, Naruto. That last Naruto movie that came out. I've never watched a movie where the more times I see it, the more I dislike it. You know. Like every time I rewatch this film, I'm always like,
I
oh
love that
man,
film.
I don't like this. Like
Oh, I love
when I
that.
first saw it, I loved it. I thought it was great. But then the more times I watch it, I'm like, huh? What? I don't really like this. I don't like this. You know. I don't know. It kind of felt like Naruto was guilt tripped into liking Hinata. You know, him
This is going
going,
to sound controversial. Naruto, the last movie, is my Evangelion.
is it?
as in, there's like a giant plot in the background that's happening, but it's not. It's more of a character story,
Yeah,
and that's the same with Evangelion. Like this is giant plot in the background that just gets ignored, and you're just focusing on Shinji and his mental state.
pretty
and this
much.
is the same, but with Hinata.
Yeah, I don't get it. You know, the whole scene of there was a scene of Sakura telling Naruto that, hey Naruto, you told me that you were in love with me, but I think you
For
only
me,
did that
what
because you wanted to rival Sasuke.
I think where it's okay is when Naruto sees like Hinata's memory when they're in that bubble together, and then his scarf is touching her body, so that's how their memories get linked, and then he gets to see her perspective in her memories. And I think that's when he wakes up and realizes, oh, I might like this girl now.
Okay, I guess.
Because his romance with Sakura is gone. He by then during this like time skip, there is no interest with Sakura anymore. So it
Yeah.
would still feel weird if he did like her and then immediately switched to Hinata, but no, at this moment there was no interest.
I think looking back on Naruto, I think Naruto was in love with the idea of Sakura, you know. I think he just liked her for her looks and her appearance.
That's pretty much it, dude.
I think
Even though he's
so.
getting punched away.
Because
Yeah,
every
he just
time
liked
you
her.
see him like looking at Sakura, she's always so elegant and like, oh, Sakura's so pretty. I don't know, like I don't think he ever liked her like that. I think it was always just he liked the fantasy of Sakura more than the reality of her.
In Shippuden, were there any scenes of Naruto, like in the OG Naruto, where he would like, "Oh, Sakura, you're such a babe, I love you," and all this stuff? Was that in Shippuden or was that removed? I don't remember.
What, any moments when Naruto was like in love with Sakura?
Drooling over Sakura, I don't remember. I feel like
There was
that
it
just
was in the OG series a lot when they were in class.
yeah, it was in the
and
OG series, but then
and then
he
in
got smacked in the head a
Shippuden,
lot.
it wasn't as
I
much.
don't
But
think.
then in the Fourth War, Minato is like, "Who's this pink-haired girl? Is that your girlfriend, Naruto?" And then Naruto was like, "Yep, that's my girlfriend." And then she's like smacking him, you know. So that was the only time I remember. But I don't. I think because so much was happening that I don't think Naruto had time to. Like maybe I don't know. It could be like
And
a
he wanted to
directional
impress his
thing.
dad. He
you know.
wanted to impress his dad.
Yeah, that's what I think. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's shonen, it's fantasy, so yeah, like the main guy needs to be with the girl who always loved him in the end.
That's the main thing. It's shonen, bro. This romance stuff isn't really serious.
Yeah,
It's that's the genre that we're in right now.
Yeah.
It's not the main focus.
even Naruto and Sasuke is wild to me sometimes. I'm like, huh?
That's his first kiss, bro.
Not Naruto and Sasuke, sorry. I mean Sakura and Sasuke.
Oh.
Sorry, Sakura.
Oh, that's crazy.
Sorry. I meant to say Sasuke.
Yeah.
That one doesn't make sense to me, you know. But hey, people are.
It's the same Naruto and Hinata situation where Hinata is like they both get the boy they want.
Yeah, the two girls
About
get
the
the man they
boy-
want, but the two men
Yeah.
don't give a damn about them as much. I mean, Sasuke, he's always out of the village, you know.
Up until Boruto, which I haven't seen.
I don't even
where
know if he's even
Sasuke-
alive in that series, is he? Like, was he?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, he is. Because I know there was a chapter where Naruto gets, like, sealed. That happened years ago,
Yeah, that's spoilers, but
I
yeah.
think. I just saw...
Well, Naruto doesn't get sealed.
was it sealed or was it
something-
Kurama? I don't really remember.
Kurama.
But I remember people making a big deal about it many years ago. This was like back in the day, you know.
This is like, if you tell me Naruto will be Naruto without the nine-tailed fox, I'm like, I don't believe you. But that's like a thing that happens in Boruto.
Yeah, I know that happens in Boruto, I think, in the anime. Did you
Yeah.
see the anime? I don't know how much of you've seen, you know.
I know like some like spoiler plot points because it was forced upon my will because I don't really care about Boruto. But I've not seen the anime. But I'll tell you what I do know if you want. This is going into spoilers though. If you want.
I don't really care. You can say if you want to say
Okay,
it.
so I know there's like a Jiraiya clone. I know.
Oh,
there's a Jiraiya clone
Kashin,
out there.
is it Kashin Koji? Kashin
No
Koji.
idea.
That's his name.
No idea.
That's what
dude.
they call
He
him.
just looks like Jiraiya, brother or whatnot. It looks like him. I know about Ninetales being removed from Naruto.
Oh,
and I
that was
know,
a sad episode.
Sasuke,
I did like that episode though. That was a
Yeah.
sad episode.
and Sasuke loses the Renegade.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There were memes about that. People saying the Rin is gone or something like that.
Oh crap!
People were making fun of
Rin.
Sasuke a lot during that era because he was sort of he was sort of what's the word? Not capped, but nerfed. He was nerfed in
Nerfed.
that arc.
Yeah, he was spamming that teleportation jutsu in that movie. Remember?
Yeah.
That's his like go-to move, and now he can't do it because the Rin is gone.
The Rin is gone. The Rinnegan. I think the movie works as a finale to Naruto. I kind of like that.
Yeah,
Like more.
That's the finale for me.
Because
100%.
I watched Naruto at the beginning of 2015, and then this movie came out in December of 2015, so it kind of acts as like a finale to me, like it's over now, you know, because they kind of resolve
that's-
everything, you know, like even the
That's when
Kaguya
anime
stuff.
ended, right?
No, the anime ended in 2017. The manga ended in 2015. So the manga, so basically the manga came to an end in 2014, and then 1 year later they released the last Naruto movie. No, the same year
Okay,
they released
that
the
makes
last,
sense.
and then the Boruto movie, and then 2 years later they released the final few episodes of the anime. So imagine being an anime only, waiting for the episodes only to get spoiled in Boruto. Like that is wild.
Oh, to be fair, in the last Naruto movie, in the credits, the Boruto does show up.
That is true. But even the last is a
But still,
spoiler.
bro. Getting
know.
the Boruto movie before the anime's finished is crazy.
The last came out before as well, so damn, that's crazy. Yeah,
The last, it kind of leads in with those episodes because Naruto's already older in those filler episodes. No, is it filler? I don't even remember. I guess, but it's not.
but those episodes
Yes,
came out 3 years after the last. We were still in we were fighting
jeez.
Madara in the
What
anime.
the hell? No way. We're fighting.
we're still
No,
fighting
I don't-
Madara and Toby in the anime.
no
Just I'll get the info up. So the last Naruto movie, when did this come out? So according to Wikipedia, the last Naruto movie came out on the 6th of December 2014. What episode was on December the 6th? What Naruto episode was on December the 6th, 2014? On that day, the same day we got the last Naruto movie, we got episode 271, Road to Sakura. What is episode? So what arc is this? Let's have a look.
Road to Sakura. Is that the one? Is that the arc? No, is that the movie where Obito switches the will?
No, it's like a filler episode. Road to
Yeah, Road to
Ninja
Sakura,
is
that's when
the
you see.
it's Road to Ninja, which is the movie. Oh, you might be right, actually. I don't even know. Let me have a look.
Because I thought, because we see there's a filler episode of Naruto where Sakura switches places with a different Sakura, and this Sakura doesn't know who everyone is, and we don't know why. So basically, it's presented as Sakura losing her memories, right?
You are
But
right.
it turns
yeah.
out this is a completely different Sakura in general, bro.
It's a different. Yeah,
person.
you're right, dude. It is a tie into that movie, Road to Ninja. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's that alternative reality where Naruto is the Chad and Sasuke is the loser.
Yes.
Okay, but no, so the AI made a mistake. This came out in 2012. The English came out in 2014. Okay. This is why you don't use AI, kids. It's very unreliable.
Don't use AI, yeah. No,
So what was December? Okay, 389. What is that episode?
Oh, that sounds like Madara, bro. In the 300s, that's Madara. 100%.
Let me have a look. When did this come out? Okay, yeah, we've got it. So, episode 389. It's some filler episode with Hinata.
Basically, this is during the Fourth Great Ninja War.
Oh yeah,
That's
this is the episode before Madara does this to the first. So yeah, we're still fighting Madara. Like this is when he's fighting the tailed beasts. Damn. So imagine watching this episode and then seeing the last Naruto movie in cinemas. Damn.
Because I think after this episode, they go on a long filler break, right?
Yep.
Because this ends with Sasuke and Naruto dying. And then there's like a 2-week filler. No, not 2 weeks, 2 months. 2 months of fillers or something like that. We don't know what happens. It's mental.
That's it. But honestly, when I watched it at the time, I'm so happy that I got to binge it, you know. Imagine waiting weekly, you know, for this.
Yeah, imagine.
I think the episode I caught up to was around here when Naruto and Sasuke awakened their sage powers.
Oh, thank you.
This is where I sort of caught up with the series, so I managed to binge watch all of it at the time. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, going back to the ranking of My Hero, I think, yeah, number 5 is good. But yeah, my top 5 is all the same. You know, it hasn't changed. I thought it was...
top 5... Oh, sorry, go on. You go.
I was going to say, I thought it was going to change after my rewatch for Neon Genesis, but it didn't, you know. But yeah, what are you going to say?
Yeah, my top 5, right? So my original top 5 was Naruto, Demon Slayer, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and then Dragon Ball Z.
Is that lowest to best, or is that best to worst? I don't know which order.
Obviously, Naruto's my number 1, dude, and that ain't changing, alright? That's never changing. Depending on how Demon Slayer lands, though.
Wait, so go from 5 to 1. I didn't quite get that.
Oh, that's where I'm struggling with, right?
Okay.
Because my 5 was Code Geass, but I think I'm going to put My Hero in here. But then my 4 is Dragon Ball Z, and I don't think Dragon Ball Z should be in my number 4 spot.
Interesting.
And then number 3 is Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. That's the card game on motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
stuff they do, which is it's so phenomenal. And then number 2 is Demon Slayer, and number
Demon
1 is Naruto.
Slayer. Wow, that's an interesting place.
Hey, people like Evangelion for the animation. Why can't I like Demon Slayer for anime?
I mean, I love Demon Slayer, but damn, that's actually pretty cool.
Hey,
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
I have the most basic take ever. But I'm gonna be watching Munster soon, and if Munster is as hyped as people say it is, that might be in my top 5.
And the number
Have you
one is
heard of Munster?
Naruto. A Monster. I've heard of that, but I've never seen it. It's like an old series.
Apparently has the greatest villain of all time in that series.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So my top 5 would be My Hero Academia. I wish it was higher, but I just have issues with season 5. I can't stand that season.
Which one was season 5?
That's when Endeavor's agency arc begins. That's when the My Villain Academia arc is in. That's when Class UA is fighting the other class. I can't stand this arc.
Yeah.
And that's the Redestro arc. I found this entire section of the series to be so boring. I was so bored. I wanted it to end. I'm like, oh no. I couldn't stand this. It was such a slog to get through. And even the first half of season 6 was a bit for me.
No, is that the one where he's in the tube, right?
That's like for me, the first 5 or 6 episodes of season 6. Yeah, when he's in the tube and the heroes are infiltrating that building and trying to smash it.
Right, it's boring. Boring. He wakes up, right?
Yeah, when he wakes up, it gets good, and that's when Dabby is like, "I am your son." No, that's impossible. Search your feelings. You know it to be true. Like the whole. That's literally what it is. Yeah.
He does do that, but
it's literally that.
It's the reverse on Warriors. He's like,
it's pretty much
it's
that.
not Luke, I'm your father. It's never I am your son.
Yeah, pretty much. I wish I didn't get spoiled on that. That would have been a big twist for me. Like,
well,
I wish I didn't get spoiled, but it is what it is. But My Hero could have been like a number 3 or 2 if it wasn't for these 2 seasons, you know. It picked up with season 7 and 8 and it got back on track, but man, nothing beats those early seasons. Like it had there was magic in the air in the early seasons, you know. I think because it was so new at the time and we were getting to know the characters and the world, it felt fresh. And I think they were able to maintain that in the end with season 7 and 8. But like the middle seasons, like 4, 5, and 6, I was a bit shaky, and I'm like, I don't know.
It did lose its quality. Yeah, right.
I just felt it's not that they were bad. It's just I was bored watching them. It's kind of the same way I feel about Harry Potter, where the early movies I absolutely love those movies, and then the later movies I like those movies as well. But the middle movies, I don't know. I'm a little bit bored watching them sometimes.
Wait, does that include Goblet of Fire?
I think Goblet of Fire. I'm still entertained with that one. I'm not bored by it, but
okay.
It's like I'm very mixed on it. It's like the first 20 minutes of Goblet of Fire I don't really like, but it's as soon as Harry rides that dragon, I'm like, yep, this movie is pretty good. This is when it gets good. Yeah. I just don't like the way they wrote Dumbledore in that film. I have problems with that, you know. Yeah. It's just, to this day, I'm just, Dumbledore would never shout, "Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire, Harry?" Like strangling the poor boy. Like, no, that's not my Dumbledore. No. They kind of,
for a non-book reader, I understood the urgency of what Dumbledore was saying, like while he was shouting it, because I'm like, yo, this is sick. He's gonna enter in the cup. That's sick. And then Dumbledore's like, "No, you idiot! What are you doing?" And then like,
nah, I disagree. Not even like as a book reader, but even when you watch the movies, whenever something chaotic happens to Harry, everyone is freaking out. But Dumbledore's always calm and peaceful, and Harry, you don't need to worry about it. We can just figure it out. He even is like that in the later movies where he's very calm and they fixed that, but this one it just felt a little bit out of character.
That's why like Dumbledore of all people is like raising his voice.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Yeah, I think it's for the viewers because it's a film,
movies, right?
And they need to sort of exaggerate what the characters are feeling, because when you read the books, it's very subdued. It's very much, all the teachers are pretty, like, the way Dumbledore acts is how the other teachers are acting. Like, what's his name? Karkaroff, you know, that other teacher. He's more like this to Harry than Dumbledore, so they kind of like switch the roles around a little bit. But yeah, I kind of get it from a movie cinematic standpoint, but I was
book reader standpoint as well. Even not gonna.
But even like in the third movie, Dumbledore's very chill and like, you know, no stress. You know, even in the fifth one, when everyone is like, Harry's lying about Voldemort, Dumbledore is very much like calm, you know, chill, you know. But yeah, going back to My Hero, like I said, I didn't like, I still like the middle movies, but not as much as the first three and the last two with Harry Potter. It's always that middle section of, even Lord of the Rings is like that, where I don't like the Two Towers as much as the first two. That might be a controversial take, is it?
I don't like the second film.
Yeah, it has that middle problem with movies.
The middle fatigue.
The middle fatigue. Yeah. Like, because it's in the middle of it, and it's just sort of, it's not the beginning, but it's not the end yet. They're just starting to...
Like, I don't care about Merry and Pippin. And
I hate it.
Like, I don't care about any of this stuff. There's more.
Yeah. Even like the Frodo and Sam and Gollum scenes were a little bit boring to me, you know. Like, for me, the best part of those movies were Gimli, Aragog, and Legoland, like, doing their thing. Yeah, like, doing their thing when they're going to, what's that place? The Battle of Helm's Deep, where they're preparing the battle. Like, they're just there, they're focused, they're locked in. Like, everything leading up to this battle was like a 10 out of 10 for them. Like, I kind of almost wish that the movie focused around them more than the hobbits. You know,
yeah. You didn't get like Frodo and Sam and
Sam
Dobby?
was the best
Dobby,
character out of all the hobbits. Sam was the best one. You know, I liked his sort of like distrust towards Gollum, but I don't know, it just felt very like repetitive. Like, oh, Mr. Frodo, we can't trust Gollum. Sam, we must do.
Yeah,
and then Gollum does something bad, and then Sam attacks him, and then Frodo defends him, and then they keep repeating it over and over again in that movie.
That is repetitive.
Especially the extended editions. You're bashing your head against the wall with the repetitiveness of it.
Gollum, is it Gollum? Gollum is a free elf.
Yeah.
Or wrong franchise. But you get the point. Gollum is a good boy.
But yeah, like with Lord of the Rings, with Harry Potter, with My Hero Academia, they all suffer from that middle fatigue, you know. But Star Wars isn't like that. Star Wars is the opposite. Like, that middle movie in the OG trilogy is the best one, you know. So why can Star Wars nail it, but then, you know, other ones can't? Just, it's interesting.
It is, yeah.
Although people do debate whether or not the second movie in the prequel is good or not, so yeah, there's that.
That one's a 50. Yeah, it's because people unanimously say the first one's bad, but then it gets 50-50 towards the second one, and then Revenge of the Sith, that's like everyone say it's the best out of the prequels.
It's so weird that people are loving that film. I remember before The Force Awakens came out, people were pooing on those movies. Like, it's even Revenge of the Sith, people were like making fun of Anakin's acting. I have the high ground, Anakin, and the effects. It's so strange how we've come around as time has gone on, and now people are praising this as like a masterpiece. It's so interesting, you know, because I always liked that movie, you know, Revenge of the Sith, but man, it's interesting, you know, that time changes people's opinions.
Yeah, no, it does, yeah. Because time involves, you know, your social life.
It's also nostalgia, I think, you know. Like, I think people are reminiscing on when they first saw it as a kid. I think it's this new generation, you know. Like, they were kids when this one came out, and now they're grown-ups who have opinions. So I wonder...
So are you saying kids like Revenge of the Sith and then they go back and hate it? Or...
No. I'm saying that people who watched this in 2005 were kids, and then when they grew up, they're the adults on social media loving it now.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So it makes me wonder, will the kids who grew up on the Disney sequels like them when they're all grown up? Will people start praising these movies as like masterpieces? Because this is not for our generation, it's for Gen Alpha, you know.
Did kids go and see the...
Oh yeah, there were kids. I remember when I went to see Force Awakens, there were kids in the cinemas, you know.
I feel like kids are playing Fortnite nowadays.
Oh no, kids, yeah. Like, when you live in a world with billions of people, like, people are gonna have different interests and sway different ways here and there. But no, you know, kids, they like Star Wars, you know. I think because we are not around them, so we don't know what they're saying, and we're only seeing like what the popular thing is like, or like what the general thing is, like Fortnite, you know, like the memes and all that and the dances. Is Fortnite even like still a thing? Like, that feels very 2019 to me.
Fortnite is scary popular. I don't know how true these numbers are, but I typed in Google how many active players does Fortnite have, and it's 1 million users every day. A million people are playing this game every single. And in comparison, I searched up this same question for another game that I play, and it's only 100,000 people play a day.
Interesting.
So in comparison, and that game that I play is more recent. It came out in December of last year, and Fortnite has been out for years, and it's 1 million people playing a day. It's crazy popular, man.
I just think I think that just shows us that we live in different bubbles and different echo chambers, because I mean, at least for me, I've never met anyone that says that they play Fortnite, or like, maybe, yeah, it's just interesting, you know. I only hear it from kids, but yeah, it's interesting that there's like a whole world of gaming culture that I'm not even a part of, you know.
Yeah, I'm deep in gaming culture.
Wasn't there like an award show that came out, and there was a kid who went on stage and was like, "I want to thank my rabbi," or something like that. Bill Clinton, yeah. Like, I saw that.
Yeah, there's like an annual game awards.
Yeah.
Well, there's like the BAFTAs and the game awards and stuff like that happen. But yeah, it's like annual yearly award shows that happen.
The only time I hear about anything to do with video games is when there's some controversy about race swapping, or someone...
yeah, dude, it's so frustrating.
It's like, that's the only time...
right-wing propaganda stuff.
That's the only time I hear about video game in the news. Oh no, they cast a person of color in this. Oh no, there's a lady. There's a lesbian.
You're not 10 years old. You're not 10 years old. You guys you're going like almost 30. Like, let's relax with this. Like, you're not children anymore. This is the world we live in today. I want to say something controversial, but I don't want to upset people. But I think they need to hear it. Oh yeah.
You know, gaming culture is a very nerdy thing, and the people playing it, I'm sure they were bullied and picked on in high school. So it's so weird that these same people are the ones who are... It's so interesting how people are the ones, like, they're the ones doing the bullying and the picking on. You know, it's like the bully kids are bullying people. You know, it's kind of like that.
But you're saying this only happens with video games. This happens.
Oh
with
yeah,
movies
yeah.
And TV shows.
I was gonna get into that as well. Yeah. Like even
So
animes like that.
it's these same people that try and poison
Yeah.
the well with video games are already doing the same thing with anime,
Yeah.
TV shows, and movies anyway. No, it's not unique to
Oh no,
gaming.
no, no, no. Animes. I think anime could be even worse to an extent. You know, people taking their lives
Yeah.
because they're, getting bullied
Heck,
because they're
even if people
cosplaying.
want to cosplay, yeah, exactly.
Did you hear
Like,
about
what
the
are we doing?
Frieren situation?
Yes, that's what I was
Like,
referring to.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, come on,
I always
we're not
thought,
allowed to cosplay as
dude,
characters we
I
like.
always thought this fandom was chill because this is such a Timothy Goes to School art anime. It's so chill. It's so PBS, CBBS, Tiny Pop.
Timothy
Tiny
goes
Pop.
to school. He says, "Yo, Tiny Pop."
I'm not.
Shout out.
This is not an insult because those shows are stellar. It's just the vibe I get. When I put this show on, I feel a little bit sleepy.
Goes to
Like I could see this show playing on at the same time as Timothy Goes to
This is an
School,
ASMR
Lazy
type
Town,
anime, yeah?
Little Bear, Maggie and the Ferocious
That's
Beast,
crazy.
Max and Ruby, Peppa Pig. It's that same
Big
vibe.
Cook, Little Cook.
It's that same vibe. Big Cook, Little Cook, and it's not saying that it's a bad show. It's just very calming. It's very relaxing.
Why do right wingers love it so much? I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't get it. It's weird. It scares me a little bit.
Something must happen, right? Something drastic must happen.
Like, is there a person of color in this show, and they, I don't know, or maybe something. I don't know. Maybe there's just no people of color in this. But then anime is like that in general.
Anime is like that.
So why this show? What is it about this show that group of people love so much? Maybe it's just this, social media is an echo chamber, and the most negative comments get the most attention. Like,
Yeah.
if
It doesn't help. It doesn't help specifically with social media. It doesn't help that they get paid for saying these stuff.
Yeah.
So they will just keep, building that bubble. Essentially, just because of money.
Yeah, the more I think about it,
You're being paid to be negative. It's horrible, man. Twitter's such a shit place to be in.
Oh yeah. Like they reward negativity online. But that's reality. It's unfortunate, but that's why they say touch grass, and get out. What were we talking
meet
about?
people, bro. Just be people of different races and that.
But yeah, dude, I think where were we talking about Fortnite and then Star Wars. I think we were talking about our top 5 favorite animes, and then we just went on a a little bit of a tangent. Low.
We can segue into. I don't know if you've started it or not, but Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, I haven't started it.
Ah.
I haven't ever. I keep forgetting to start that. Keep forgetting to start it. I mean, I did watch the first 2 episodes a year ago, so it's not like I'm completely out of the blue with that. But
I think you are.
from what I remember, I thought it was fine. But yeah,
dude, it has I can't lie to you because I was watching Beyblade.
Oh, you saw it? How many episodes?
Yeah, the 6 episodes. 6 episodes. I said
Of the OG. Yeah, I completely forgot. I literally forgot. I will get on with that.
Same vibes. It's literally the same. It's literally the same vibes as the early Yu-Gi-Oh show.
So it's the original
Beyblade.
season 1 with Tyson.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Did you like it or not?
It's only 6 episodes in, so it's not much. I found it cool that there's a tournament arc this early.
Oh yeah.
Episode 3. That's funny, but right now it's it is that Sonic X vibes you were talking about with the early episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh. It's the same. I think it might be just the 4Kids dubbing. To be honest with you, where it all feels like that. So I think if you like Yu-Gi-Oh here, man, you're gonna like. If you like Beyblade here, you're gonna like Yu-Gi-Oh because literally the same stuff.
I'm gonna be brutally honest. This era of Beyblade, I don't like this version of it as much. It's for me. It's
Okay,
the second generation that I like. It's the Metal series. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, it's a bit of a controversial take because people love the original series, but I much prefer the second era of Beyblade, which with this guy, it's. I think it's better written.
I
There's
like his character design. Character design looks bland compared to first generation.
oh yeah. I see your point, but I think because I watched this one first, I have more nostalgic memories of this era more
Yeah,
than
I was
this
gonna
one.
say, how old were you when you watched it? Because when I watched the original Beyblade series, I would have what 10?
Yeah, I think I missed out on that one. I remember when I started to see episodes of this, I was like, it came out in 2003, 2004. God, was I like 7, 8 years old? I think I just missed it. But with this era, I think I was 12 going on 13, so I was like the best age
Okay,
for this.
you know what? I'll drop this original series of Beyblade, and I'll start Metal Fusion, where it's called
Yeah.
Metal Fury.
Yeah, you start, no, Metal Fusion. That's the third season. Metal Fusion.
Okay,
This is like the one
Okay.
where I'm like, I would have more to say on it than the Tyson era. You know, because this is like
because the
a.
Tyson era, a bit childish for me, to be honest.
Yeah, I did rewatch it, and I do. When I saw it, I did like it at the time, but on a rewatch, it just didn't hit. It didn't hit,
Doesn't
and
hold up. It's like we're past that age.
and I'm gonna be honest,
Beyblade.
the second season is even worse than this season, in my opinion. But the third season is the best one out of the three. But then it goes down a weird direction towards the end. But I think
But
the
you
metal,
want me to just jump into Metal
metal
Fusion, right?
is like this is like yeah. I almost recommend it. I will watch your Yu-Gi-Oh show, and you can watch metal. I will jump
I mean, that's
into
what I
it.
thought we were doing, but you
Yeah,
forgot.
I forgot. I was.
You know why I like Yu-Gi-Oh is because of the strategy, dude. It's
Yeah.
like when the main character's pinned against the wall, he has to find a strategy to get out of it. I
Yeah.
love it so much. It's that sick.
I think the reason why
It's
I
one of
forgot
the
about
best
it
strategy anime.
was because of Euphoria. I was too busy watching that. So
Oh.
yeah, and
Dude, I squeezed in a full season, all of season 4 of Invincible.
damn,
When I watched Beyblade.
Invincible.
Dude, Invincible is good, bro.
I
It's
just-
good. Even though you see the memes about it and see how bad it is and all that stuff, though, when it comes to the
Is it
animation,
really that
remember
good?
remember who's writing this show, bro. Remember who wrote the comic books for it. Robert Kirkman, the guy who wrote Walking Dead.
Oh, that
There's-
guy. That guy.
You're not going wrong with this show. I'm telling you. You think you know where this show is going and heading? No, you're wrong. It's
mean,
going to go in a completely different direction.
From
and
what
then
I
it does that
remember,
again several
it's
times.
that this guy was a hero, now he's a villain. He killed those heroes in the beginning of the show. Mark doesn't know about it, and then in the end, he finds out that he's a bad guy, and then they fight each other to the death. And then I know there's a girlfriend, and people hate her for some reason.
You have
And then there's this
no
girl who I think he should have
You-
been with her, actually. I think they were a better couple. But, yeah, I don't know
I'm
anything
telling
about
you,
it.
bro, you don't. This is just nothing. This is nothing with what happens. And this is like 4 seasons, dude. 4 seasons, 8 episodes, 40 minutes each. It's mental. You think you know what's happening? You don't.
I will say
You just
this.
don't.
I'm always very impressed with the ratings because your boy Yoshi, that YouTuber channel, those 3 guys, they always get massive views on this show whenever they talk about it.
Invincible is season 4 is easily the best out of all of them.
Okay.
Easily.
Season 4, okay.
Dude, because listen, do you know how like animations nowadays they overuse what's that technique called? Is it hit frame?
Oh,
what
impact
was the
frames.
Impact frames. That's it. They overuse impact frames. Invincible sometimes uses it as well. But there's one moment in season 4 I literally jumped out of my seat.
Oh,
I
man.
jumped out of my seat because of how epic it was.
That sounds hype.
Invincible is it's so good.
I think because
It's
I've just
good.
there's so many shows on my list that I'm currently watching. I still need to finish JoJo, and then after that, maybe after that I can jump into this.
All I'll say is just don't sleep on Invincible. It is a hidden gem because it gets a lot of people just hate on it because of the animation, but the animation is not that bad. It's not One Punch Man season 3 levels. It's much better than that.
How would you,
Just yeah.
if you were to rank all the seasons, which one is your least favorite and which is your favorite?
Least favorite is season 2, and then season 1, season 3, season 4. So 4 is the best. Then it's 3. Then it's 1. Then it's 2. But even saying that, I'm not like saying 2 is bad, but it's still good. But others are better. Oh no, I've lost this guy. I think can he still hear me? Because I can't hear him.
Oh, sorry, dude, my audio went off.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear my ranking for this show?
Just about, yeah.
Like season 4 is the best, then season 3, season 1, and then season 2.
Okay. I am interested in it. It's just the art and animation, the controversy around that might cloud my judgment. And I think it has been clouding my judgment over the years, so maybe I'm a bit too harsh on it. Maybe I should give it a chance.
Keep in mind, this show comes out yearly, and each episode is 40 minutes long, of 8 episodes. That's a lot of content. That's a lot in a small time frame. So obviously you're gonna see some scenes that are gonna be nitpicked, where it is like PNG images just moving, but the rest are just good animation. So I just people just cherry pick the bad stuff easily, but then don't pick out the good scenes.
Cool. Okay.
But just don't sleep on it. I'm not saying watch it immediately right now, this minute, but just don't like sleep on it.
Yeah.
I'm a huge advocate for this show.
All right, I'll put that down on my list. But yeah, going back to My Hero and the rankings. Yeah, I think I was saying it was ranked at number 5. Did I say my other rankings on the list?
No, you did not. No.
So number 5, of course, is MHA. Number 4 would be Dragon Ball Z. I think that's the same as you. Yeah.
It is, yeah. 4 is Dragon Ball Z.
Very surprising that this show was ranked so high for me, because before I saw it, I thought it was going to be like a muscle man type of show where they're just punching each other and there's no plot. But there is a plot. There is plot. And I like that. I still think they should have ended it after Z, like I think Super is a bit like it just feels like an add-on. Did you hear about the news that they could be remaking the U6 tournament arc for Super?
I don't know about that, but I do know about them remaking. Is it Battle of Gods again?
Yeah.
But I don't know about the U6. I don't remember that. Seeing anything about that.
Well, so far there are rumors that they're going to remake this arc as well as Battle of Gods and the Frieza arc. So that's cool.
They're remaking Frieza arc?
Oh yeah, the Resurrection F.
Why?
Because money. I don't know.
Remake the bad stuff, dude. Remake the bad stuff. What?
I think because the actual show for the Frieza arc was badly animated, so
So I'm guessing this is for like Blu-ray stuff. Release it like a better quality
Oh
Blu-ray.
no,
Like
they're gonna release
I
on
guess.
TV and Crunchyroll.
Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
but yeah,
okay.
but there's that. Number three, I think my what was my number three? I forgot. Oh, it was Naruto. That's it. Naruto. Still love the series.
Ooh, I wonder where I'm gonna put JJK when that's finished.
Oh man, JJK is like number 11, I think, so far.
Oh wow, negatively. Dang. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, that's nowhere near. And you said you had Code Geass on your top five?
It's 6 now.
Okay.
It was replaced by My Hero.
I think that's like number 9
Rightfully
for
so.
me. Yeah. But yeah, Naruto, great series. Then number 2 is One Piece. I'm surprised you don't have One Piece on here, but then I remember you don't really
It's in my
like the
top 10,
time
no,
skip
because
stuff.
yeah, time skip. It's very bad. Yeah. The quality just goes down. Time skip.
I don't know what it is about this show, but it's just so fun to watch. You know, I think I just like Luffy and the gang jumping from island
But
to
doesn't it
island.
feel repetitive though?
Not really. I think I like these characters so much more, you know. Like even on that rewatch, I still enjoyed it. Maybe because I watched it in the dub, so I was getting a different experience, but I just had so much fun with it. I like it, you know. I think the only arcs that I feel that are repetitive are Skypiea, Punk Hazard, and Whole Cake. Then I'm like, okay, yeah, it did feel repetitive there, but for the most part, I like the whole series, you know.
Yeah, because pre-time skip, I do love the characters. Right? They do a lot more than what they do in time skip. I would say Whole Cake Island. Sanji has a lot to do in Whole Cake Island.
He's
I'm
like a
surprised
princess that needs to be
lower.
saved, essentially. He's
So
like,
it gives him a whole new backstory, dude. Like,
yeah,
that's sick.
that was
I
good.
like it.
But I just hated seeing baby Sanji get bullied. It was so sad.
It was painful. It was painful.
It was painful.
But that made me like Sanji more, you know, just knowing who he is and that.
I don't know, like, I guess,
the
but
other
yeah.
arcs, like Fishman Island, boring. Punk Hazard, boring.
Yeah.
And then the other blog arcs are boring. I did like Zoe and those like smaller ones.
Zoe was nice.
That happened in between.
Zoe was nice.
Just the other ones, man. It's just they drag it out for whatever reason, and then it's just like you know what you're gonna expect. You know the Straw Hats are gonna get split up at the start of the arc. You know there's gonna be an evil bad guy that's corrupting the island, and they need to be like overthrown. You know that's gonna happen. You know the Straw Hats are gonna win. You know that's gonna happen.
Yep.
Yeah, it's that repetitive structure that keeps happening. That's why it's not high on my list.
Oh, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I still like it. I still like it.
Yeah, it's fair.
And also like the mystery. Like I like how each arc
But,
gives
yeah,
you a
Egghead,
little
though,
clue here and there.
Egghead brought me back, and reading Elbath. Yeah, so I'm hooked back into One Piece right now.
That's good. That's good. I'm gonna have to wait until those chapters come out in the volume, but I might end up reading the manga on Viz Media, or I could wait until the anime arc is done and then I can binge it. But who knows when that's gonna happen? But
that feels weird, right? That the anime is going to be ahead of the official volume release. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's insane.
I mean, I don't like waiting for a One Piece episode. I'd rather binge it or I'd rather read the manga, you know, like, but to wait weekly for an episode, no. I could never do that. That would make me hate the show even more if I did that. Like, I think that's probably why, I don't hate it as much as you, because you had to wait. So
You didn't suffer.
No, I just binge. Whenever they do like recaps, I just fast forward, then get to the canon stuff. So it's not too bad for me.
And the canon stuff is only like 10 minutes of the show, which is crazy.
So it ends up not being as long, when you see it like that. But yeah, cool show. But number one, there's no surprise. Until something better, I feel like One Piece is so close to being my number one, depending on where Elbaf and the final arcs go. But it will always be Attack on Titan at number one. This is the show that got me into anime entirely. Like, I remember season 1 came out. Oh my gosh! Like, do you know that meme online where how modern movies and TV shows, when you would like increase the volume to hear the dialogue, and then there'd be like loud explosions, like the background noise is louder. Yeah, that's how I felt. That's my experience with season 1. It was
good.
No, it actually helped it. Like having the background noise be so loud and so bombastic, it actually added to the eeriness of it. Because I watched it in the dub, so the voices are a little bit like this when they talk in the dub, and then boom. it felt very unnerving. But that was me. That was me back in 2014. I did rewatch it in sub, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, I think I've watched it more in sub than in dub.
But that should be my top 5, but it's so hard, man. There's so many good shows that I've seen. It's hard to like.
For me, it's the mystery. It's what is going on. Why is Eren seeing these memories? Who memories are these? And it's just the little things, like it subverts your expectations. Like in episode 4 of season 1, you have Eren, Armin, Mina, and all those other side characters. They're like preparing to fight the Titans, and they all get slaughtered in like a few seconds. It's so like, whoa. I think that's what I liked about this show, is that you just didn't know where it was going to go.
What to expect, yeah.
I thought Squad Levi, I thought they were going to be main characters, Like, I don't want to compare this show to Bleach, but Bleach does this similar thing where they introduce characters and they become like main characters throughout the show. So I thought it was going to be like this, where these guys were going to be like the new like main characters, and I don't know, I just thought they were going to be in it longer, and then they get slaughtered and I'm like, whoa. Yeah.
Did you see, because we're speaking about Attack on Titan now, did you see what Hisayama said?
Isn't that interview thing, didn't that come out years ago? Like,
was it years ago? I don't know.
It's in that museum. It's that museum thing where he
Why
wrote
is
a
that
plaque.
being brought up now?
I swear I saw this like back in 2022. Like, I feel like I've seen that before,
It's basically saying what we spoke about last week about Eren.
It's so weird because we talked about that, and then it came out like a few hours after that, and I'm like, wow, that the algorithm was hearing us. But yeah, let me find the original quote. It's like a very long.
Came out years ago.
That's what I think, because I swear I saw this. Like, it could be another quote that he said that was similar. But I swear I saw this.
Essentially, what he said was that Eren got away, but he was like, he should have been punished for like killing that many.
Yeah, it's pretty much. Which bit does he say it?
Like, he said that he was young when he wrote this series. If I wrote it now with my life experience, I would have given him a worse conclusion or something like that.
He pretty much says this: Eren became a protagonist responsible for a massacre of a scale rarely achieved in other fictions or works. If I imagined such a story from the start, it was partly out of a desire to build a narrative marked by a major plot twist, where the victim becomes the executioner. But it was also largely due to my own immaturity and naivety at the time. In my early 20s, this element became the core of Eren's character. up to the moment when he confesses not as someone driven to evil by circumstances, but as someone who carried within him the desire to harm. However, Attack on Titan had long since ceased to belong exclusively to me, and Eren had become a character beloved by many readers. In the end, without fully committing to the idea of making him a truly detestable figure, I found myself portraying him with a certain closeness, even a form of sympathy. The result, at least in my own eyes, is a sense. The result, at least in my own eyes, is a sense of incompleteness or a lack of sincerity in the story's conclusion. So essentially, Isayama is saying that because Eren was loved by many people, he felt, let me go back to the roots of what made Eren lovable in the start. So, it's pretty much what we said last week, you know, in this. So, yeah, what do you think about all this, you know, when you saw it?
It makes sense because what I was saying was don't humanize Eren after what he's done. I found it weird.
Yeah.
And then he's here agreeing with that, saying like, yeah, he did, you know, he betrayed Eren as himself with closeness in a form of sympathy. Yeah, but he massacred 80% of the planet, you know, population. I don't think he deserves sympathy. But I find that very interesting now, seeing that. We literally just spoke about it, and then it came out.
I know, it was wild. It went pretty viral. He
was listening.
Yeah,
he was listening.
But yeah, it pretty much is saying that he feels that the story felt I mean, the translations are very rough, but it's giving off the vibe that he felt like the story was incomplete due to Eren being sympathetic in the end. Whereas
I wouldn't say it was incomplete.
I don't agree with that either, because I felt like Eren kind of did what he wanted to do. Destroy all the Titans, the Titan curse is gone. Eren, Armin and Mikasa can now live long, happy lives like he said they would, and they did. That's what he wanted in the end. Yeah. All he wanted was his two childhood friends to be protected and to live long, happy lives without the Titan curse. And that's what they did. So in a way, I think Eren completed his journey. You know, that's what he wanted in the end.
Yeah, but he created so many graves to achieve that goal.
Yeah,
which I understand the part where he's like the lack of sincerity in it, because it is like, well, to achieve your goal, what did you do, Eren?
But when you watched the final episode, did you feel sorry or sympathetic towards Eren, even when he was crying? Because I didn't.
Manga, I did. In the manga, I did. In the anime, I didn't.
I feel like I didn't in either, you know. Like, I still saw him as, like, doing something horrible. Like, I didn't feel, like, sorry for him in a way. I felt bad that this is how things had to go down, but I kind of felt the same towards Eren in both manga and anime form, you know. But I do think the anime explained it a little bit better, you know, with what Eren was really getting at. What were you going to say?
My viewpoint changed because in the manga, you don't really see the devastation of Eren's massacre.
Yeah, the rumbling.
It's hard, but when you see it full scale in animation, dude, like, how can you be on his side?
Especially when you saw it in the cinema. They re-released those final 2 episodes in the cinema, and when you're watching it on the big screen, you're like, fuck, this guy is evil for what he's doing.
It's
you know,
the most messed up thing I've ever seen in anime.
I don't think I've ever seen a character do something like this in any show. Like, just like Lelouch would never. Like, for as, you know, bad of a person that he was, that he would never do this. Even Light. I mean, Light is killing bad people.
They allude to Lelouch doing it, but you don't see it.
You don't see it. And Light, he only kills bad people, but Eren is like, they're all dead. They're all gone. Like, seeing poor baby Ramsey. Justice for Ramsey. But yeah, when you write a character who goes down this really dark path, and then in the end, you kind of make him sympathetic, you know, I think I do get why he wanted to do this. He wanted to make Eren a morally grey character. He wanted to show the readers that Eren
I don't think
is
he's
all,
grey no more, though.
yeah.
I don't think he's grey.
I mean, there
Like
are different shades of grey. There's like that lighter shade. There's a dark shade. He's at that very dark shade that is almost black, but there's still that.
Oh, he's fully black. He's fully.
I think he's dark shade. No,
He's
because
in hell.
at the end of the day, even though he did do all of this bad stuff, Mikasa and Armin still got to live long, happy lives in the end, you know. And if he
But
didn't,
it's not just about those two, though.
Yeah.
There's bigger things at stake, isn't there? These two friends of his, they're not chosen ones. You know what I'm saying? They're not special.
but to him they are. To him they are, and I think
To him they
yeah.
are. But do you have to kill 8% of the population just to like say? I mean, he achieved his goal, whoop-de-doo, but it's so horrific what he did to achieve it.
Yeah.
You know, it's so that's not.
But I mean,
don't say that's rude.
even Historia was like this. Did you see that final episode before the movies when Eren and Historia are like arguing about Eren's plan? Because I think he dropped part
I
2.
can't remember.
But like Eren and Historia, like Eren tells Historia his plan, and Historia's like, "No, you can't do this, Eren. You know, there are millions of people who are gonna die." And then Eren is like, "At least my friends get to live, and you don't have to suffer anymore." You know, and it kind of alludes back to when Eren and Historia were sort of debating on like the world not really caring about what they think and all that they should just do things for themselves. You know.
Yeah, his goals were very selfish.
It's selfish, yeah. All of this,
Did he even
yeah.
ask Armin and Mikasa if they wanted to live? Nope. He just
no.
did it for his own sake.
Yeah. But Eren's always kind of been that way, you know.
That doesn't make that doesn't make him morally grey. He
You know.
is evil.
Yeah.
Evil.
Yeah.
But that's what Hisyan was talking about. The lack of insincerity, you know. The
Like-
sincerity.
I think maybe, like, had Eren and Armin not had that conversation, so just close your eyes and imagine this, dude. Mikasa cuts off Eren's head, and
Yes.
then it cuts to Armin waking up on the battlefield, and then he looks around, and then basically what you saw in the anime. So after the Eren and Armin conversation, when everyone's sort of not a Titan anymore, and then there's the time skip. If they had cut out all of that Eren and Armin dialogue, would you feel better about the final episode?
That would get rid of the lack of sincerity part.
Yeah.
Because I don't need Eren's bullshit excuse to why he did it.
Because I remember watching this reaction channel. Do you know, it's these two Australian couples, and what are they called? I forgot what they're called. But the dude on the podcast felt like if they had cut out all of Eren's inner dialogue with Armin, he might have liked it a little bit more. And I did think about that, and I'm like, Eren would have seemed more villainous if we didn't know
Exactly, yeah.
his mindset.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it kind of goes back into the whole thing of like, the scariest things in life are the things we don't know and understand. If no one knew what was inside Eren's head, if he had died and no one knew why he was doing all of this, would people not be as mixed on the ending as they were in the manga, you know?
Yeah, because the reason why you're saying he's morally grey, right, is because he did it for Mikasa and Armin, right?
Yeah.
But if he didn't say that, now you wouldn't say he's morally grey, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I think it would be better if that scene wasn't in, or that dialogue wasn't written.
If he wasn't like, yeah, I did all of this to protect you guys, and I just want you to live long, happy lives, you know? But then that means also going back onto season 4 and deleting other scenes of Eren saying that you're my friends.
You don't have to delete it, but it leaves it as like clues and hints to why Eren did it, which is pretty.
I think this is also another reason as to why people hated the Stranger Things ending as well, you know? Because when you know more about who the villain is and their mindset, it's not as satisfying in the fans' eyes. And I think I understood this more with Stranger Things than with AOT, because it was no longer this scary show anymore. It became like, okay, we kind of know what's happening now, you know?
It's like the Jaws effect, I guess. Because
Yeah.
when you don't see the shark, it's scary, but when you see the
Yeah.
shark, it's less scary.
This show was more scary when we didn't know who the villain was, you know? When it was this unknown. Like, I think if we didn't know into who Eren was as a person, maybe, just maybe.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
It is an interesting discussion, you know, like, but I kind of like that, you know, because hot take, I didn't like Eren in season 4, like him being all moody and emo, you know.
Long hair,
long hair,
right?
like I didn't like him when he was
yeah.
this like calculated demon in season 4 because it just fell out of character. Like I'm like, why is Eren acting like this? It kind of annoyed me a little bit, you know. Like even when he's beating up Armin and telling me because he hates her, I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like, you know, this isn't you. Like I know you, you know. It's just. But then, yeah, like when he talks to Armin and in that world, it's like, okay, this was all an act. Okay, that makes sense. It felt like Eren was back in a way in that final scene. But yeah,
Which I don't like because he killed 80% of the
yeah,
population.
yeah.
Dude. That's why I don't like it.
I think it was closure for the show, you know, because the show started off as Eren being this sort of like liberator, like I am going to kill the Titans, you know, I'm going to destroy them all so that we don't have to suffer anymore. And he's this very positive guy, and you know, he's Eren, he's whiny, he's crying and all that, but he's Eren. And I think they wanted to go back to that, so it's that whole full circle. Whereas if it had ended with Eren being this villain, this evil guy, and everyone dies knowing that Eren is this horrible guy, would it have been satisfying in your eyes?
100%, yeah. Yeah. Yes.
How would you wanted it to end? Like, you know, I'm curious. How would you had for this ending to be satisfying?
As I said last week, don't humanize him. He did what he did, 80% of the people, because he did it just for Mikasa and Eren, without telling them, even asking them if that's what they wanted. Very selfish reason. Just let him do it, and then don't let him explain himself why he did it. Let him go full evil. Let him just no morally grey stuff or whatever. Just let him go full evil. Let him do the plan. Let him die. That's it.
I just think this is a whole reflection on reality, you know, like how reality is often disappointing, you know, how on the surface something always looks a certain way, but once you come to know it and understand it, it's not what you thought it was, you know. Like, I mean, look at Bakugo in My Hero Academia. We talked about how he was ranked at number 4, but then the people who were applying to his internship, they got to know him and they hated him. And now he's at number 14, you know. It's sort of that, sometimes the things that, you know, sometimes it's better to not know too much. What's the saying that they always say? Is it out of sight, out of mind? Or no, that's not the one.
Out of sight.
No,
out
it's
of
not.
mind.
It's not that one. There's another saying. It says there's another saying. And I think it reflects Bakugo and even Eren in a way. But I can't remember what it was. It's not out of sight, out of mind. Whatever that saying is, sometimes it's best not to know too much about something, you know. Keep it as a surprise, you know, or something like that.
Yeah, you don't want to reveal the curtain.
Yeah, you don't want to reveal too much. Because in a way, like, that's what real life is. Like, a lot of people work hard to be what they are and they want to live a peaceful life. But in reality, this world isn't.
Your heroes?
Yeah, that's it. I think that's the one. Don't meet your heroes. You know, like, some of the most iconic celebrities in history are people that we don't know too much about, you know? Like
Yes,
they're very
yeah,
mysterious, you know. But when you actually know more about them, you're like, this person isn't really what I thought they were. They're not the fantasy you built up in your head, but they're just this ordinary, messy individual, you know. So in a way, whether or not the ending is good or not, it all depends on the viewer, you know. Like, essentially, like how you view it and what
10
you
years,
want from it, essentially.
10 years like, what about All for One? Yeah, that ain't the point we're trying to say. That's not the point. Leave out All for One for just a second. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. All for One was
Reality
just
is often
evil
disappointing.
to the end. Yeah.
I think they're trying to. I think they meant One for All, but
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, reality is often disappointing, you know. I mean, even in the post-credit scene of AOT, you see Paradise Island getting bombed, you know, and it will make people be like, you know, they worked all that hard only for Paradise Island to get destroyed in the end, and for a little boy to walk into the tree and potentially get the power back. Ooh. But yeah, that's AOT. I think that's why I like this show so much. It's because you can talk so much about it, you know. There's so much to say,
yeah.
you know. With other
I
shows, it's
disagree with Hisayama, in that I think it's good that he did it this way. I know he regrets it because obviously that's what he said in that statement, that he wrote it with his own personality and whatnot at the age of 20, whatever. But at least we're having this discussion on it. If he did go all evil, I don't think we would be having this discussion.
nah. I probably would have hated Eren in the end, you know.
I mean, you should hate Eren.
I mean, yeah, I
To be
still
honest.
hate him, but
You should.
yeah,
Hate him.
I should hate him, but I just find him more interesting like this, you know. I think I would not be as interested in Eren had he not said what he said to Armin, you know. Yeah, that post-credit scene is just a gag. It's not really canon. It's just a gag chapter that Isayama wrote. But yeah, that is AOT. Crazy.
Better than Evangelion. 100%.
Oh my gosh, this is like a masterpiece compared to that. At least the ending makes sense, and I do understand what they were trying to do with it.
Remade 100 times. So
Yeah.
great show.
But now we move on from one show to another. Jujutsu Kaisen. Did you hear about the spin-off trailer that came out?
Well, I did find it funny because that's a trailer for the latest volume that's coming out. Nothing to do with anime, and all these
Yeah.
anime only reactors are reacting to it.
Yeah, it's not the trailer for the anime, it's a trailer for the final volume. It's like a celebration type of
Yeah.
trailer. But so many
was
people
funny.
are like thinking it's gonna be like the new season. I think it's wild they did this because they're kind of spoiling, you know.
I think I
end.
was spoiled watching that, to be honest.
Yeah, even discussing films, like damn, like this happens way after all of the stuff that happens after the Culling Games. You know, I mean, they don't spoil too much. You know, like, do you have an idea of what this manga is about? Looking at this trailer.
It's all I know. It's set in the future.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
Oh, and there's alien. That's a spoiler. But that's it. I don't know anything else. And the show's already weird to begin with. Because
Yeah.
there are some weird elements already involved. So, and then there's a character that looks like our main character, the real main character.
Yuji Itadori.
Yeah, but it's a female Yuji. I had no idea what that's about.
Yeah, it's a big mystery, isn't it?
Very,
yeah.
very.
Very confused. Yeah.
I am big confusion.
It's cool though. It does make me wonder if this will be a movie or a TV show.
Are the volumes long or not?
How long are they? It's like the same as the One Piece volume.
Okay, that's a bit short then.
Yeah.
Why did he do this? Was there any need? Have you read these?
What the Modulio spin-off?
Yeah, yeah.
I've read the first
these?
chapter of it.
Okay. You need to say why he's doing these? Does it make any sense?
I mean, it's a spin-off. It's pretty much just continuing the story, but with new characters.
Yeah.
I think it's just there for money, you know. Like, JJK is a popular IP. It makes money, so yeah. I think that's why.
Frieren.
Popular IPs always make all that moolah, that money. But that's that. In other news, Doctor Who news, Peter Capaldi says he does not understand why people take the show so seriously when asked about the backlash to the casting of Jodie Whittaker and Ncuti Gatwa.
I see his point. Because there was a lot of hate for those actors being announced as the new Doctor. But at the same time, I think that's when I stopped watching it was with Peter Capaldi's, because I'm like, yeah, this is too much. I'm going to tap out. But people do take it too seriously, so...
Yeah, I don't get it either. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I kind of started to tap out of the show sometime towards the end of Matt Smith's era, you know? Yeah. I think I was just outgrowing the show, you know? I mean, the show was a big part of when I was a kid, you know?
Yeah.
And even like that OG era with David Tennant, it kind of had an ending, you know? They wrapped it up. And then they had Matt Smith, and that was like a revival reboot of Doctor Who. And then they ended that, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm a bit tired now of this show. You know? Like, what more is to say? Like, you know? I feel like they did everything. So, yeah. I think people do take it too seriously, you know?
Yeah.
A little bit too seriously. I'm guessing you still haven't seen Daredevil yet.
I've not seen Daredevil, but I have seen like controversial things for the last episode of the penultimate episode. But so without context, and I have no idea what's happening, to be honest with you. No idea. Have you seen the latest episode?
I've not seen the most recent one, but I have seen, of course, all of the season 2. And it looks like the viewing figures are pretty low for this season. You know, they're much lower than season 1. And honestly, I'm not actually surprised. I think I know why.
Why?
I think when this show first came out, it was marketed as a new show, like a revival. And I think a lot of people are like, okay, I can jump into this without watching the Netflix shows. But then halfway into season 1 of Born Again, they started to tie a lot of things from the Netflix show into this one. And now season 2 of Born Again is pretty much a season 5 of Daredevil all over, you know, overall. Where they make so many references to the OG series, and there are villains who are main villains in this show who were villains in that old show. And I think people are like, okay, it's just not as I think people just wanted it to be like a new, fresh story, but it's not, But also, I just don't think it's as good as the Netflix show. That's a second theory as to why. You
Uh,
know, I don't think it's. I think out of all the Disney Plus shows, this is the best one. But when you compare this show to the first 3 seasons on Netflix, it's not that. It's not up there. That Netflix era was special. And also, I think this season, especially, is a bit too real worldy, if you know what I mean. Like, they do a lot of. It references so many things that's happening in American politics, that I feel that a lot of people are put off with. I think when people watch TV shows, they want to escape reality. But with this show, it's very much like, oh my gosh, we are very like referencing this and that in American politics, Even I'm put off by it. And sometimes I don't even really feel like watching it, I'm like, do I have to watch this and that? It's kind of exhausting to watch, if I'm being honest, But it's still good at the same time. I have a love-hate relationship with Born Again.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Where do you see the season finale heading? Is it like a clear outline of what's happening, or is it still up in the air? Could like anything can happen? Spider-Man can show up. Not really. I don't know. But
No, they're not gonna. I don't think Spider-Man's gonna come.
yeah.
I think it would cheapen his value if he was in a Disney Plus show. Like, he's made for the cinema. No offense to Daredevil, but I don't think he's coming. I don't really know where it's gonna go. Like, I have no idea. I think that's what I like about it. At the same time, I have no idea where they're gonna end it.
That's good. Yeah.
So that's a positive. Like, yeah, I couldn't even say. I know the Defenders are gonna come up, in season 3. That's common knowledge now, but I have absolutely no idea where this show is going.
And the season finale is next week, right?
Yeah, it's on. I think it's Wednesday.
Interesting. Do you see? Yes, because like the No Way Home trailer kind of spoiled it, no? Or is that you don't think
I think it
it's not
kind of
related?
did, but it's sort of up in the air. I don't
Fair
know.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not too
Yeah.
sure.
I get what you're saying.
But yeah, I'm just not as I'm interested, but I'm not interested. It's like when I'm watching the show, I'm sort of invested, but outside of me watching the show, I tend to forget about it. Like, it's a bit like Demon Slayer, where when I'm watching a Demon Slayer episode, I'm very much into it. But then when I'm like when I'm out in the world, I just don't think about it as much. Maybe
Fair enough.
Daredevil
Yeah.
is also not a very popular Marvel character. I think people potentially overhype him, when in reality, most people are just not as
Yeah, he's certainly not the
you
biggest.
know
Yeah.
they don't gravitate towards him like the main ones.
Ah.
Tevia says he dropped off during the Capaldi era with Doctor Who. Yeah, that's when I dropped off it as well. I think I just got Clara fatigue, so I dropped that.
Is there anything else you're watching?
I would say that's a good question. What am I watching? Um, so of course I did say Euphoria. I just started the new season. That's one thing I'm watching right now. I did see the controversial episode with Sydney Sweeney that people were talking about online. Um, it's not controversial. People are overreacting, I think, on social media.
Oh, so her dressing up as a baby isn't as bad as it is, as people are saying.
It wasn't a baby. It's like a dog, like a puppy, I think.
I thought it was the baby outfit, no?
Was it not the baby
That's what
outfit?
I saw. I don't watch the show. Yeah, it was the
Oh,
baby outfit.
okay. I don't think I'm
That
on
was the
that episode.
controversial.
Okay.
Oh,
I just saw the
never
dog
mind.
episode, you know. Okay. Baby
Yeah,
outfit.
because I remember seeing that everywhere on social media. People are like, yeah, this is just weird.
Is it this image that you're seeing? That's
No, it's not that one.
okay. Maybe
This
I'm.
one, the baby image is not safe for work. It's
All right. Maybe I'm not on that episode yet.
yeah.
Then. All right.
They're saying the dog thing ain't controversial at all.
Yeah, I was like very confused. I'm okay. All right.
But
Oh.
it's there. It's in the circle. It's in that little circle. Oh wait, I've
Okay.
gone off. It is a delay. But yeah, it's crazy.
Damn. Well, I'll watch that episode and then make my opinion on it. But yeah, yeah, I'm watching that. What else am I watching? Honestly, I haven't really been watching a whole lot. Just that. I did watch JoJo Bizarre Adventure. I'm almost done with the second core for that one. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Where can I watch Metal Fusion? Is that on YouTube?
Metal Fusion. Yeah, yeah, you can watch Metal Fusion on YouTube.
Okay, that's good. Because I did have a little panic because Beyblade is not on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I don't think it is actually.
But yeah, it's on YouTube, which is good.
Yeah, you can watch that. And then I'll try and check out the Yu-Gi-Oh show as well. I will do it as soon as this podcast is over so I don't forget. I'm hearing a lot of positive things about it, so yeah, I may as well check it out. But with that, now it's time for the tier list. So I think last time we did One Piece, and then we did Naruto, and then we did My Hero, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it My Hero? I was going to do Dragon Ball, but I don't think you've seen them in a while, so yeah.
So long, yeah. And it's a bit of a commitment to watch it all, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah, it is a bit of a commitment. It is a pretty long series. So,
And I'm already watching a lot of new stuff as well.
yeah. I know it's not really like... I know Attack on Titan is sort of like one show, but they do have arcs in it, so let's see if we can try and rank each arc in AOT.
Okay. I'm going to base it purely on the anime, okay? Not the manga.
All right. Cool. Let me just send you the link. This one's pretty short, actually, because it's a short series.
Yeah.
But, so yeah. Yep. Cool. It's going to be the most easiest list of all time. So the first arc in the series is the 104 Training Corps arc, and that is essentially, oh no, it's the Full of Shinganshina arc. That's the very first arc. That's like episodes 1 to 3.
Oh, so this is out of order?
Yeah, but I know which is in order. So the first one, that's the very first arc, is Full of Shinganshina. So where would you rank that one?
Okay, I'm putting that in S.
Yeah, S2.
What an introduction to the show, man. So good.
Yeah.
I think
Peak
that's
cinema.
the easiest, like, you can introduce this to, like, non-anime viewers, and they'll...
Yeah, it just gets you hooked. You need to see what's going to happen next. And then next up, oh, let me just move this across. Here we go. That way you can see it. All right. The next arc is the 104 Training Corps. That is pretty much episodes 3 and 4 of the show.
I'll put that at A. Nothing much happens up until, like, the ending of 4, and then the giant titans, they out of nowhere.
Yeah, the
So I'll
Colossal
put that
Titan. Yeah, I'll put that there as well. And then right after that one, I do believe it was the Battle of Trust District. This is episodes 5 to 13. So pretty much the first
That would
half
be it.
of season 1.
That's
So,
an S.
yeah, that was a lot of
easily an S.
awesome stuff happening. You know, that's when Eren turns into a Titan. They're moving the boulder. We get to see Levi. All good stuff. All good stuff. Then the next arc is the Female Titan arc. So pretty much the second half of season 1. Easy S tier. Like, this is when the show really started to pick up for me as well. Like,
Yeah, like, what is this Titan? Why does it look different from the others? It has consciousness. What is this? This is interesting.
I also think it has some of the best Titan action in the whole series with Eren versus Annie.
Oh, yeah.
And the ODM gear scenes went crazy in the forest as well. Like, damn. And also when they were in the... What is that area in the walls when they're in the middle? Where the royals are. When Annie is just running around killing people.
Wall Maria? Wall... Is it that?
Yeah, it might be
Wall.
Maria. Yeah, because Maria's in... Yeah, Maria. It might be that one. But yeah.
And also just seeing Levi's squad getting wiped out as well.
That was sad. That was sad. That was sad. Justice for Petra. The other guys, whatever. But Petra, no. And then the next arc is the Clash of the Titans arc. This is pretty much the season 2 in a whole, in a nutshell.
Was it? Oh, the Uprising.
Clash of the Titans, that's the next arc.
Oh, Clash of the Titan, that's an S.
That's when Reiner and Bertel are like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm the Colossal and he's the armor. We get
Yeah,
Ymira's
that's it.
backstory as well. Yeah. Biggest plot twist in any TV show, in my opinion. Like, wow. Well, I read this in the manga. I didn't see the anime, but man, it blew my mind. Damn.
Yeah, I think I was spoiled on this, but I still put it S. It's so good.
Yeah, this is insane. Absolutely insane. And then Eren controlling the Titans. Oh my gosh, in the end. Damn. Good stuff. And then we have the Uprising arc, which is pretty much season 3, part 1. On a rewatch, I actually like this arc a lot more now. Like, I like it for what it does to the narrative. You know, this is like the bridge between... This is like the middle section of AOT, you know?
Yeah.
Where things are starting to, like... They're bridging the gap, essentially.
I will put this at B, to be honest with
B.
you. Not a lot of stuff. yeah, not enough exciting things that happened in here.
Yeah. I mean, I liked the arc, we got to understand the world a bit more, like the royals and the military police being scummy. I liked all that stuff, but yeah. Kenny Ackerman, oh my gosh, I remember when he showed up. Damn. The internet went crazy back then. But then next we have Return to Shina. Oh, I've read this arc so many times in the manga. So many
It's the only
times.
time where the manga was better than the anime. For some weird reason. Like, because Wit Studio, just like, bro, it's Wit. Everything they do, everything they touch turns into gold. But this is like one of the rarest moments where this was, I think, better done in the manga.
Yeah. Yeah,
But even
I
saying
agree.
that,
Yeah.
this is still an S. This is still an S.
Still an S.
If we're judging by anime only.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, I just feel like out of all the seasons that Wit did, this might be the weakest one in terms of the animation. Like, I remember back in 2019, people saying that, there's a lot of sliding PNGs and the Titans aren't really moving as much, and it wasn't as dynamic as the earlier seasons,
Yeah.
And even like it was like censoring scenes as well, like Zeke, like when Levi was taking out Zeke, like his scenes were censored to cover up the blood,
so stupid.
because Levi stabs, I don't know if I should say this, but he basically shoves his not thunder spear, but his ODM gear blade through Zeke's mouth, and it goes right through him.
Yeah.
But in the anime, they censored that,
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But writing wise,
I'll guess.
Yeah.
I'll put it at A. Those drawbacks.
Yeah.
But it's still good enough to be A.
Yeah.
Because like the whole tension where there's fire behind troops, and it is the Beast Titan throwing these like stones or whatever, like these boulders at this troops. Like, damn, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
And then we had like Eren versus Armor Titan rematch.
Yep. I still think I still think that fight was a little weaker compared to season 2's fight. When
it was, yeah.
When like I actually watched them recently, like comparing them back to back. Like season 2, the art and the animation was fluid. Like, damn.
Oh, that's yeah, I was telling you,
it was
so good.
But then when you watch this one in season 3 part 2, it's not as fluid. It's not as, it almost felt like they were kind of rushing some of the scenes,
They couldn't wait to drop this
show.
I'm
just thinking, like, because this is the last season before Marpa took over. I'm just wondering, were they just sort of like, oh, let's just give it to Marpa, we're done with it,
Yeah.
But speaking of them, the Marley arc. So Marley is pretty much from the beginning all the way up into, let's just say like season 4 part 1 is pretty much Marley arc, because that is pretty much all of the Marley stuff.
So are you saying all of season?
I would say like, because the first 8 episodes are in Marley, but then the other 8 are back at Paradise. So I'm not too sure what that arc is called.
Yeah, because there's only 2 arcs. So these are actually just the final 2 arcs, because these were long.
Yeah.
These were very long.
Let me do something real cool. Oh no, I can't do that. Never mind. That's a good question. I know. Give me a second. Give me 1 minute. I know what to do. Because essentially the second half of season 4 is the Yeagerist arc, when Eren and the Yeagerists are sort of rising.
Yeah, Yeagerist. Yes,
Yeah. And then
so there are some arcs missing.
And then the War for Paradise is pretty much the battle between the Yeagerists, and then it's the Rumbling arc, which is the final arc. I know what to do. What I'll do is I'll send you 3 images so that you can import them into your tier list.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 1, 2. So, Battle of Jaegerists and cool. So the one with Eren is the Jaegerist arc, which is the second half of part 1, and then the one with the Titans is the final arc, you know. So you can just sort of import them into your
Save image.
You know, into your file.
Save image. There we go. Then I import, right?
Yeah, just choose file. Yeah.
Choose file. Desktop. Nice. Okay, so what was the that's
So the Eren is after the Mali arc, and then War for Paradise, and then the Titans, the Colossal Titans, is the final arc. So that's how it's meant to be. Yeah.
Okay.
So Mali is pretty much the first 8 episodes when they're at Mali and they're fighting the Warhammer Titan, and then Armin blows up the port. I'm gonna be honest, like, I've been thinking about this arc recently, and I'm just thinking about it more and more, and I think this might be my favorite, you know. Like,
in the manga, it was
in
my
the
favorite,
manga, yeah. When I read it in the manga, I'm like, wow, this is so interesting, you know. Like,
yeah. I didn't feel like I was reading Attack on Titan when I was, even though it is Attack on Titan, but it's just like seeing these new characters and the perspective, like, what is this? Is that Zeke? Is that really Zeke?
Yeah.
It's very different. And I'm like, oh, this is a huge time skip. Oh, we're seeing these people. Whoa. So that, I love that element of it.
Mm-hmm.
But the CGI Titan, I cannot excuse.
Yeah,
the
like
CGI Reiner.
When Reiner and Eren and the Colossal Titan all turned... Not the Colossal Titan, that was 2D. I mean, the Warhammer Titan. When they all turned Titans, it was all CGI, and many people were not happy about it, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, and then even like the ODM gear scenes is literally just like a PNG.
Yeah, rewatching those scenes, it's very slidey, you know. They do slide a lot.
Yeah. Like,
Jean was sliding a lot. But I do like this arc. I do like the music in this arc a lot, you know.
Yeah, the opening and the ending, dude. I love.
Maybe not the opening and endings, but like the actual soundtrack. But yeah, it's just, where would I put it? I'll put it.
I will have to
yeah.
I'll put it C, but it is my favorite arc in the manga.
Yeah. It might be because of the anime adaptation.
Mappa didn't have enough time, right?
Yeah.
If they had time, obviously this would have been much higher.
Yeah.
Because they were short, they just worked on Jujutsu Kaisen. It's just, there's not enough time to like squeeze this out. So, C, you know. Right, C.
It's like the whole Invincible talk, you know. Does the art and animation ruin your experience over the good writing, you know?
Ironically enough, the Invincible animation is better than this motherfucker.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There is no CG in the Invincible. Which is good.
That is true. But yeah, next up we have the rise of the Jaegerists that I call. So the rest of season 4 part 1, where they go back to Paradise Island. Flock is being a little bit of a prat. You know, Zeke's spinal fluid is in the military police, and they're all going to turn into Titans. Zeke battles, so Levi battles the Beast Titan, and then Zeke's backstory is in it. Eren beats up Armin, tells Mikasa he don't love her. Where would you rank this arc?
I would put this at C as well.
At C? Damn.
At C, yeah.
I thought this was a pretty good arc. You know, I'd put it at
It was a good arc, but I don't know. Okay, I'll put it at B. But they still used CG Titans, and I don't like CG.
I think that was for Zeke, wasn't it? When Levi was battling him.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And isn't Reiner included in this?
Rana wasn't in this arc fighting. Like,
When does that arc start? Is
oh,
that War for Paradise?
oh yeah, that's
Oh,
War for
okay.
Parodies. That's season 4, part 2, when just before the memories
Oh, so this is
episodes.
only
Yeah,
part one. Oh no,
yeah.
this is what?
Like the way I rank it is like after the Mali arc, we have the Jaegerist uprising, and then the moment where Reiner jumps out of the parachute and fights Eren,
That's a new arc.
that's a new
That's
arc.
the,
Yeah, that's War for
okay
Parodies,
then.
because it's pretty much
Yeah, okay.
yeah. War for Parodies is pretty much all of that, memories of the future, and then the battle against Flock and the Jaegerists at the end. That's pretty much that.
Okay. I'll put it at B.
A B.
I'll put it. Yeah, I'll still put it at B. We haven't gotten to that peak moments just yet. This is still Mappa early days with Attack on Titan. Still experimenting with the visual and art styles. It's a B.
Interesting. I put it at S, you know. This is the memories episode where, you know, Eren goes back in time with Zeke, and you got that big plot twist
It
where,
is?
yeah.
Oh, I did not remember any of this. that happened that early. Okay, I'll put it
Yeah.
at
Because Eren was fighting Reiner, and then Gabby shot him, and then his brain got all mangled up, and then Zeke caught it, and then they went back in
No,
time.
but no. I thought this. Hey, does that happen after season 4, part 2?
No, this happens. This is season 4, part 2. So season 4, part 2 begins with Eren and Reiner battling, and then 2 episodes later, Gabby shoots Eren, and then Zeke catches his head.
Wait,
and then
when does War for Paradise start? I'm so confused.
So this is all War for Parodies. Like, pretty much, like the memories is still part of this arc, you know, but it's just sort of a couple of episodes.
Hey. So the memory part happens in
Because it all happens at the
Eren
same
Uprising
time.
arc.
Because if you remember when, you know, Eren's head gets chopped off by Gabby,
Okay, so
time stops.
Question.
Yeah.
Does this memory stuff happen in Eren Uprising?
No, this is after the uprising.
Okay, so I'm still gonna keep Eren Uprising in B.
Yeah.
'Cause
You
it's
can put that at B. Yeah. That's a different
and
arc.
then War for Paradise is the memories, right?
Yeah, that's where the memories, and that's when Eren announces his plan to
Yeah.
destroy the world.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And then he
That
writes
wasn't least my mind.
Flock. Yeah. I'm going to put this arc. I like this arc a lot. I think I might put it around here. I think the animation got better around this time. I don't remember.
So it's so far for me. It's with Mappa. It's going up. It's C, B, A, and then the final arc will be S.
Yeah. So the final arc is pretty much the rumbling. The final 2
Yeah.
episodes, you know, with the rumbling. Hanji dies, sad. R.I.P.
Probably.
And then, yeah, the battle against Eren. And then everything in the end. Looking back on it, is this like the best one? Oh, it's Return to Shinganshina. I'm torn between these two, you know.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't like Return of Shinganshina.
Oh no, this is my favorite arc, you know. I just said the anime version is not as good as the earlier seasons, but I still like it. Still like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is the best ranking for it. Cool, so what is your final ranking from bottom to the top?
So bottom is Marley at C.
Damn. Those CGI ties
And
really
then-
did
It's
put a
bad,
damper.
dude. It's so bad, and it's not even that. It's just the PNG ODM gear that lost its flair. And then it's bad.
But it has
The
so many
writing was
hype
good.
moments, like Eren breaking the Warhammer Titan's casing with Galliard's Jaw Titan.
Oh yeah, those 2 CGI boulders smashing in. Oh, what a sight to see! It was amazing.
Oh man.
And-
But it was
and
hype.
then
It was hype.
The Jaegerist is at B.
Damn. You don't like the episode with Gabby and Kaya talking about Sasha, and then Kaya wants to kill Gabby because she finds out that Gabby killed Sasha. You don't like that?
Wait, what happened?
You know, the Kaya stuff with Gabby, you know.
Who's Kaya?
Don't you remember Kaya, the little girl that Sasha saved? And then Gabby shot Sasha, and then Kaya got mad at her, and then she tried to kill her, and then that made Gabby be like, oh wow, the devils are actually human here. You don't remember all of that?
I don't really like Gabby that much.
I never liked her in the manga, but I did like her more in the anime. Possibly because she shares the same voice actress as Ochako from My Hero, so...
For the English dub? Or
no, for Japanese? The Japanese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. Damn, they're really good at disguising their voices. Damn, I had no idea.
It does sound like her, like when you... I think, yeah.
Wow.
Some of the scenes when she's shouting, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, she does a good job.
Okay.
Good job.
I'll put that in S then. No, I'm messing. The next in B is the Uprising arc. I didn't like the royal family. I thought the BDSM stuff in the basement was weird, and then the ice crystals or whatever it's called. It was just weird vibes, and then I don't know, it was weird.
This is a great arc for Eren's character development. This dude was very much like, I'm going to kill all the Titans. I'm here for a purpose. And then he finds out that he's a vessel and that he shouldn't be alive in the first place. Like, all this stuff was good, you know, and Historia getting her character growth, you know, all that stuff was good. Good stuff. But yeah, I get you. I get what you mean. It's not as interesting. But didn't you get shocked when you found out that Mr. Yeager killed the Reese family and then Eren consumed him? Like, wasn't that a big moment?
That was towards the end of that arc, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah. There wasn't enough of that craziness.
Because that woke me up when I saw it. I was like, whoa, okay, Eren's... What was he thinking? Like, damn. I thought he was the villain for a long time. That was crazy stuff right there.
Yeah, I like the ending.
Cool, what was your other lists?
At A now, we're at War for Paradise.
That's not bad, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's the 104th Training Corps.
Damn, that over that? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, because this is still, this is peak Wit Studio with the animation.
So it's, for you, it's animation over the story. Okay.
It's that's what I'm judging this on. I'm judging this purely on the...
Because I'm judging it on animation and story, you know, not visual. Because...
Yeah, I am being a bit harsh here, but I don't care. It's my list.
So if you were to judge them on the writing, would you put that higher?
I think... Yeah, obviously, because this is, 2 episodes?
Yeah.
The Training Corps. I think, for me, it's just how... Out of nowhere, we get the Colossal Titan. He just shows up.
That's
just
true.
All this momentum, all this happiness just instantly goes away because now the Colossal Titan's here, and then everyone's like, I'm ready, I'm gonna take you down, and he swings up to him, and then you have that iconic shot where he's on his arm, dude. Come on. And then the Colossal Titan just vanishes, and I forgot why he vanishes. Is there a reason why he vanished again? I don't know.
I thought it was to kick down the wall.
Oh, to kick the wall, and then he vanishes. Okay. Then return to Shina.
Oh yeah, that's pretty low.
That's the top of my...
Oh, is that the top?
Yeah, top of my A. Top.
What about the rumbling arc?
Rumbling is the bottom of S.
The bottom of S. Okay. Oh, that's not bad actually. Yeah. That's very similar to mine. Like, for me, the bottom of the list is A, which is the 104th Training Corps. It's a good 2 episodes, but it's whatever. Then the Full of Shina, Great way to start the episode, the season. Battle of Trust. It's not bad, but it's just, we're getting there, with the story. But of course, the animation is great. And then the Yeagerist uprising, very mysterious. What's going on with Eren? Why is he doing all this? Uprising I like a bit more because I like all the mysteries behind the royal family. Marley arc, of course, pretty hype. Eren and the gang are back in Marley fighting the enemies. Female Titan arc, possibly one of the better animated arcs in the show, in my opinion. Same with the Clash of the Titan arcs. I thought there were so many iconic moments.
Yeah.
But War for Paradise for the story, damn, like so many twists and turns, Eren going back in time to force his father to, kill the Reese family, and then him seeing the future way back then, damn. Rumbling arc, I think, is just behind Return to Shiganshina. Great ending, great way to end the series. But Return to Shiganshina, I don't know why I like this arc a bit more than the other ones. Maybe because it felt like a culmination of everything leading up to this arc at that point.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
And this is the arc where we got all the big answers and reveals, Like, a lot of iconic things happened. Armin became brave. He stood up to the Titans. And Eren managed to kill the Colossal Titan. He took one out. Levi took out the Beast Titan. They found the truth of the walls and all that. Even though I was hella confused when I read it in the manga about Grisha's diary, like learning about subjects of Ymir and all that. But all in all, great arc. Great arc. So yeah, we're kind of similar-ish rankings.
What was your top S?
Oh, top S is Return to Shiganshina.
Mine was Fall of Shiganshina.
Oh, the beginning. The beginning.
Yeah, I did find that ironic.
Interesting.
Yeah. You have the war, and I have the fall. Let's see.
That's interesting. But yeah, it's kind of cool that none of these arcs are on C or D,
I do have one in C.
Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. But that's mainly from like an artistic standpoint than like a writing standpoint.
Yeah.
If you were to rank these as writings, they'd probably be an S or A for you.
Oh yeah. Marley would be top of my list if it was just the manga alone.
Yeah, I thought so. Because damn, the writing was excellent. Isayama was on a high during this era. Like Return to Shiganshina and then Marley afterwards. Like damn, like bro was on it.
Yeah, very brave of him to like have the reveal of the basement, and then you find the pictures and everything, and then immediately after you just switch into a new POV for how many chapters?
Yeah.
Wow, that's ballsy of him.
Oh, it's ballsy, but it paid off.
And then you see old Eren in the basement, like what?
I know.
And then Zeke's getting PTSD seeing him because he has no idea what Eren's planning. Oh,
yeah.
It's so good, bro. It's so good.
Yeah, the monthly chapters were awesome back then. They were fun. But yeah, that's AOT. We now have an official ranking on who the top heroes are in the final episode of My Hero Academia. Mount Lady being number 3 and Carmony Woods being number 4. Interesting. I thought
there's a bit of a perverted reason why she's 3. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Why is she, this old hero, still number 3?
I know. I'm very surprised. Yeah.
Heroes. Come on.
I was so surprised Bakugo was in like number 10 at least, because he's... But I suppose it is about who is people's favourites, People like Laminian, Shoto, and Mount Lady. You know,
It's interesting. You have Endeavor, who's not. I wouldn't say he's similar to Bakugo, but I think Bakugo is just way too aggressive, and he just shouts down at people, make him feel awful, and that's probably makes sense why he's 14. Like, you want to hire a hero to get the job done. You don't want to hire a hero to roast you. You know.
that's true. That is true. But I suppose with this new generation, they're becoming a little bit, you know, softer compared to the other generation. So they might be a bit too sensitive with Bakugo's words, you know.
Let's get a movie with these new characters. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's get the 5th movie coming out. Let's get that.
The Phantom Thief is number 10. That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah, I never liked that guy, so I'm a little bit surprised.
How the hell is the washing machine number 8? Who's high here?
I don't even remember what he did. What did he even do in the final arc?
He can wash clothes, bro. The superheroes were like all drained and clothes were bloody
I suppose.
stains, dirt, and he just cleaned the heroes' clothes.
I'm really happy for Tentacle Hero, you know. I'm happy that he is like the only UA student apart from Shoto on here in their class.
Top 10, yeah.
Like
that.
Only him and Shoto. Like damn,
I'm
really
very
rose.
surprised the class president is in the top.
Yeah, like he helped Shoto take out Dabi. I'm surprised.
The washing machine.
I guess people like, you know, clean clothes, you know. They appreciate that.
I understand why Phantom Thief is here because his ability is a bit overpowered. He could just
yeah.
So it makes sense. But the washing machine? Why?
Very shocking indeed. I don't get that either.
Dude, we should do a tier like next week. Let's do a tier list just based off the heroes in My Hero.
Oh yeah, like who's like the best like character?
Best character, best abilities.
Yeah. I would just do
guy.
best characters in general. Like who's your favorite? Who's your least favorite? Out of everyone, like heroes and villains. Yeah, okay, we'll do that one next week. But yeah, man, it's just been about 3 hours now. Damn. 3 hours. Time has flown. Cool. Well, yeah, we'll do that. Yep, next